Hi, my name is Melissa Giles, and I just wanted to make this short video about fasting and what fasting really is. Fasting is a true connection with God because it's showing our love for Him, and in return, He is showing us, He's changing our way of thinking and how to deal with things that may be going on in our life. So with that being said, I wanted to share this story because it's kind of exciting about what fasting can do and how it helped me in my life. How it helped me in my life in being homeless. So my friend and I were walking down the street, and I was telling him another story about God and how he was teaching me something else. And I got, stop it. Sorry, that's a dog. Sit, no, get down, stop. So, he's so silly. So, stop it. Please stop right now. So, God was telling me, He was telling me to fast one day. And I just said, okay, because I was doing really, really good. I wasn't drinking. And He was becoming stronger in my life. Stop. Please, that's enough. Get down. Thank you. Jeez. Sorry about that. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop drinking. Or I had already stopped drinking at that time, and we were really close, and he was showing me more and more. And so I agreed to, I just said okay to fasting. And I was talking to my friend, and my friend was like, yeah, you can only drink water and you can only eat mints, because at that time I didn't know much about fasting, and I didn't know the meaning of it. And before that, I don't think I'd ever done fasting before. And so later on that evening, I realized that the next day was Saturday. And Saturday for the homeless was a good day, you go, people come around and they give you, what I really liked about it was hot food, you have food when you're homeless and you don't have a job and everything. You go to the shelter and you eat. However, it's not the same. It's like grateful food, it's just you're very grateful that you're eating, right? And so when they would come around on Saturdays, they come around with real food, like good hot food. And so people from, we called them civilians, the other people, the people on the outside, which that's kind of another story, but we called them the people on the outside. And so anyways, I called my friend that night and I was like, wait a second, Jimmy, tomorrow is Saturday. And he was like, you can't go back on your word. You told God that you were going to do this. And so I knew that was God speaking through him to me. And so I thought to myself, okay, I have to do it. So my friends, my community, and we went out the next day, and we were sitting in our normal spot, and everybody was coming around, and they were coming around with cookies and candy, hot cookies, not just cookies, hot cookies and candy and banana bread and milk, of all things. They don't come around with milk. It was crazy. All of these things were coming around, and I was like, oh my gosh, he has a great sense of humor, but he was testing me, on whether or not I was going to, turn into that temptation, right? And not only that, but he was teaching me to trust him as well, So I could have gone two or three ways with this, I'm notorious for just running, and not facing things and just running from whatever is going on, So I'll go and isolate or avoid the problem, or avoid whatever is going on and I'll just leave the situation. Well, I didn't do that. I stayed there and I went through it, and everything that I gathered, I put into a sandwich bag and I left for the next morning. So if there's something that's going on in your life that you really want to get out of, or that you really want to say, thank you, God, fasting is a marvelous way to do it. And take in what he's teaching you, take in what he is teaching you. Like that particular time for me, he was teaching me temptation, and then he was teaching me faithfulness, and then was I really going to be able to just stand there and do it, or was I going to walk away? And I chose just to take it and be happy and just watch everybody eat hot stuff and save mine for later. So with that being said, fasting is a really good way to get closer and just say thank you to our Father in heaven who loves us and protects us. So with that being said, thank you so much.